to do SB30. I'm going to start by saying I believe that number 4 is a little bit tricky. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little so I have more room. I'm going to look at this whole problem first. Franny has 2/3 of her music collection on an MP3 player, which is just a thing where you can put your music. Okay, so she's got, oh my goodness. She's got 2/3 of her music on the MP3 player. While on vacation, she listened to 3/5 of the music on the player. Of means multiply. And if I didn't see any of this, I would have taken 2/3, multiplied it by 3/5, crossed out my threes, gotten one each because I could divide them by 3, and gotten the answer of 2/5. So I want you to keep that in mind as we go on. But let's keep going. How much of Franny's music collection did she listen to while on vacation? For numbers 4A through 4D, choose the correct value to describe how to solve the problem. Draw a rectangle array with 3 rows and, 3, 4, and 5. If this has 3 rows, and this is a 3, and there's a 3, there is no 2, but there is a 5. So it looks like that would probably be 5. They're talking about this one, what she listened to. So I'm going to have my 3 rows and my 5 columns, okay? 1, 2, 3 rows, 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So I did that, check. Shade, how many of the rows gray? Okay, well, if I'm looking at this, I've got 5 going this way. That's the last number in the denominator in this fraction. And then I've got 3 rows going this way, and that's the denominator in this fraction. So if I'm looking at the rows, and rows go this way, I'm going to shade 2 of those rows in because she didn't bring all of her music. That would I would shade all of it. She only brought 2/3. So I'm going to do this first one and the second one. That shows 2 out of the 3 total, right? 1, 2, 3 out of the 3 total. She brought 2/3 of that. Now, of that, she listened to 3/5. I'm going to switch colors here. Let's go. Okay. Of the 3/5, she only had 2/3 of her music. Oh, I did that. I did the 2 rows. Check. The next one is how many do I shade gray? She listened to 3/5. So of the 5, I'm going to do, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. I'm going to shade 3 of them all the way black. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and figure out which ones are double shaded. Let's see. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them are double shaded. Okay. Oh, so I didn't shade 3 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shaded 6 squares. It asks me squares, not columns. If it said how many columns, I would have said 3 because it's 1, 2, 3. But it said squares, which is kind of tricky. And how many did I do? Well, remember, there's my squares right there. You see them? So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6. And how much music did she listen to? And we got that answer already when we multiplied. It was 2/5. But as I'm looking at this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 that are double shaded out of 15 total. This is 15 total, right? So 6 out of 15 reduces to, 2/5, which was with the answer we got before. All right, a little bit tricky, I think, but we got through it. Let's take a look at number 5. In a 5th grade class, 4/5 of the girls have brown hair. Okay, 4/5 of the girls have brown hair. Now, of, which means multiply, of the brown-haired girls, 3/4 of them have long hair. Okay. Of the girls with long brown hair, geez, 1/3 of them have green eyes. Wow. What fraction of the girls in the class have long brown hair? Okay, long hair. Long hair. Brown is 4/5, and long hair is 3/4. Whenever we see of, we multiply. So we're going to multiply these two. You could multiply straight across. You could cross cancel to make it easier. I'm going to cross cancel. I'm going to divide both of these by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and that will give me an easy answer of 3/5 of the girls have long brown hair. Now the question wants to know, what fraction of the girls in class have long brown hair and green eyes? Well, I already found the ones that have long brown hair, and I know that of means multiply, and of the girls, 1/3 of them have green eyes, so I'm going to multiply 1/3. Again, I'm going to cross cancel. It makes my multiplication easier. Divide these both by 3, which equals 1. And we have 1/5 of the girls who have long brown hair and green eyes. Let's take a look at SB30 answers. There we are. And that's it for SB30.